Good morning, it's me, Carol, with the weather forecast on the BBC. Now, as you know, I'm going to be talking mainly about Scotland, where nobody lives, especially up the north of Scotland. So I'm going to talk incessantly about that, and you are going to get so bored that you're going to brew up and miss your own weather forecast. Ha 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 ha, ho 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 ho, och 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 och. In the north of Scotland, you have a lot of rain. It's much more exciting than the weather down there in England, where everybody lives. But I'm not going to tell you about the weather there. I'm going to tell you about the weather in Scotland, especially the north of Scotland, at 5 a.m. when yous are all asleep in your beds. At 5 a.m, there's going to be some really exciting clouds, pushing from left to right across the empty sea towards Twat in the Orkney Islands and Twat in the Shetland Islands. And then these are the Highlands and Islands where all the interesting weather is. Yous down there in your millions, you don't need to watch this. This is for the interesting people that live up in the Highlands and the Islands. There's lots of sheep there, and thank goodness they have woolly coats on because there's a lot of rain and wind pushing across from left to right towards Cockbridge. And down here in Henpoo, which is in the Lowlands of Scotland, it's pretty bad weather there, much more interesting than the weather down here in Sassenach country of England, where most of yous live. Now, I've been talking about the weather so far at 5 a.m, and I even talked for 30 seconds about the weather yesterday. But you might be wondering what the weather is going to be like later today. Well, that's not what I'm here for. Oh, excuse me. These things are getting a bit loose. Right. Okay, let's have a closer look. Right, if I can get it. So, there you go. So there's Little Cock-up. Can you see Little Cock-up? There's a bit of weather there. And there's a little bit of weather around Penistone in Yorkshire, and then Knob End in the northwest, and then Bell End in the Midlands, and Lickham Bottom in the southwest, and Spankers Hill Wood near London. But there's too many people in London for me to explain the weather about, and there's going to be a bit of weather in the daytime after 5 a.m, I have to admit that, but not much of it, and I'm not going to tell you about it. You're going to have to look elsewhere for the weather during the day after 5 a.m. And as for the evening, if yous are going out at night on the tune, yous going to have to take your chances, because I am no going to tell ye the weather in the evening. No, stay at home. Get up at 5 a.m, and then you will be around to see the weather I am talking about. Well, that's it from me, Carol. I turned into a Welsh woman. I apologise for that, but really I'm from Scotland. And bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.